Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Laura, and for those of you who don't know me, I am a psychic medium here on YouTube, and I post a lot of pick a card tarot readings, spiritual chit chats, and all of that. But today we are going to do a single tarot reading for whoever is watching this video. You felt drawn to this video for a certain reason, and there is information for you in this reading we're about to do, okay? What I need you to do though is take what resonates from this and leave anything that doesn't. If something doesn't quite resonate with you, that is totally fine. It just may be a message that's not for you. But let's dive into it. My only intention is to do a general love reading, a general love check-in for whoever's watching. So I went ahead and took the liberty of rolling the astro dice already, and you had Pluto in Taurus in the 7th house. Pluto is showing that right now is a very transformational time in your relationships, in your love life. Specifically, the old stories that you were telling are coming to an end and new stories are beginning. Having this energy come up in Taurus, though, is showing me that if you're watching this, you're a little bit apprehensive, a little bit fearful, because the changes that are coming up in your love life right now are gonna require you to possibly change a lot about your life in general. For example, this could be a relationship that is long distance. This could be a new person coming in that is like marriage material. This could be something that you know in your heart and your soul has the potential to be highly, highly transformative in all ways, like completely changing your life, okay? And that's a little scary. And I feel like that fear is coming through Taurus, because Taurus is a sign that likes to stay in its comfort zone. It likes the comforts of life, the luxuries of life, all of that. And so I feel like Taurus and Pluto, it's not that they don't do well together, but it's an interesting combination. And then on top of all of this, we have the 7th house coming out, which is literally the house of relationships and can represent a new person stirring up your life, marriage, divorce, endings, new beginnings. So it doesn't matter what your exact life circumstances are. If you selected this video to watch, if you felt drawn into this video, there are some highly transformative events that are going to be taking place in your love life, either in the present or in the near future, okay? Endings, new beginnings. Some of you watching are definitely going through some sort of divorce, separation, and you meet someone, okay, and this person, this new person, in your heart, soul, and bones, like this is the person for you. Long-term, like marriage, life partner material here. Very, very interesting. All right, so I'm going to pull 4 cards from the Lover's Oracle, and these 4 cards are going to represent the past, the present, the future, and then an outcome that's going on in your love life. So let's see what the past is for your love life. You can't see that I'm not looking as I'm pulling these, but I try not to look at these cards when I pull them, because each card has a different back on them. So these are your cards. Take a good look, take a good gander. We're going to start with your past, okay? We have this beautiful tree of life here, the color red, the root chakra. It says this: life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. See, I just can't help but shake this intuitive feeling that if you selected this group, you're really being asked to go out of your comfort zone for love. For example, some of you watching, I'm just getting the feeling like you may have been with someone for years, and you always imagined well, this is just my person. This is my best friend. We're going to be together forever until we both die. And you may even have little jokes with each other, like, oh, we're going to die on the same day, and oh, we're going to live to this age, or whatever. But I feel a change stirring within you. I feel this intuitive urge to go in a different direction than you thought you'd be going in. You never would have thought that path that you were on was not the path for you. But if there's one thing about life, it's that change is inevitable. And when we resist that change, as this card literally says, when we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. When you resist change, you give yourself blockages to your own blessings and life moving forward. And resisting change in your love life, you may not realize how that could even resist change in your financial life, your career life, your personal life, everything. You know, staying in that comfort zone and not flowing where it's meant to flow creates a lot more stress and blockages than you even realize. And that is the story of your past. All right, let's see what the story is of your present moment. We have this beautiful card here, and it says trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. I can't help but feel like there are a few people watching today who are in a situation where you find yourself having feelings, having a crush on someone new. Now, if you're single, this obviously makes a lot of sense. You know, you feel some stirrings moving around in your heart space, right? If you are not single, this is where it becomes very confusing and chaotic, because you may be with someone long term, happily with them. So why is it that the stirrings of your heart is having you have feelings for someone else, or feeling like you want to go a different direction? It may not even be for someone else. For some of you, this could be like in your relationship, you always had a certain plan, like we're going to move here, we're going to do this, we're going to have this amount of kids, whatever. And you feel a change in what you want, a change in your desires, and a little bit of something in your soul that is saying, well, what if we didn't do that? What if we did this instead? Or what if I discovered this person instead? And it's so against everything that you thought would happen here that I feel this resistance to even allowing yourself to explore this idea, explore this change. It's a scary feeling, very scary, but it's coming through in today's reading because it's time for you to unpack this feeling a little bit more. I would highly recommend journaling about this, by the way, like multiple pages. All right, just write down all your thoughts and feelings. And as you're journaling, understand that you're the only person that's going to be reading this. No one else will. So really allow yourself the space to unpack everything, all of your deepest feelings and emotions, even the ones that you're ashamed of, even the ones you don't want to admit, even the ones that you're extremely apprehensive about. It's time for you to unpack these feelings that you have here. All right, let's take a look into the future, the possibilities for the future. And this will look into the next 6 months in particular. It says sexual union. Wow. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. Well, isn't that a fun and exciting next 6 months? Wow, there's so much passion that is definitely unfolding for you in this next half year that we are tuning into. But let's see what the final outcome is. We see this right here. Blue, embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. I feel a really strong soul connection here, spiritual, sacred union coming in. And there is an element, and I just feel this very intuitively, there is an element about this union that is hard for you to accept and embrace. Perhaps some of you are just a little resistant to relationships in general. Maybe you're single right now because you've been really, really hurt in the past and you're having a hard time opening up to this new love that's coming in for you. For others of you, this is a much more complicated situation. Like we said, you know, you may be in a relationship with someone else and you're having a hard time letting that person go. There's just something about your relationship currently, though, that does not feel compatible with you. It does not feel, or maybe, you know what it is? Maybe you feel like you're best friends with your current partner and you always imagined a future with them, but it's like there could be like a sexual component missing, a passionate component missing, and for some reason you find yourself not really fantasizing like spending your life with them, marrying them, having kids, moving in, whatever it may be. The fantasy of it, the lust of it, the passion of it does not seem there. Now, the thing is that passion dies down as time goes on anyways, and it's replaced with complete and utter trust and union. So for some of you, you may have reached that point with this person, but it's a little confusing. Why am I having these feelings? What are these feelings? Should they be explored or should they be ignored? That's the question that I'm seeing in all of you who selected today's reading. For others of you, it just may be that the person you're falling for, there's a bit of a complicating situation surrounding them. For example, they could live at a distance. They could be at the place where you live, but only temporarily. Like they may be there for like a work trip, school, something like that, and they didn't have any intentions of staying long term. I really hope that for not a lot of you, but this could also be a scenario where this person is in a different relationship. And let me say, if that's the case, it almost never works out. Okay, I've been doing love readings for years now. Spirit literally never, ever has once suggested pursuing something with someone who is taken. But it feels like a complicating situation that is having you question whether or not you should continue, carry forward, but your heart, your soul, even like the animalistic side of you is desiring someone. That's what I'm seeing. If not in the present moment, in the very near future. Okay, I see that. But it feels like a forbidden type of romance that you're afraid to explore for some reason. Maybe you don't want to get so attached to this person, but it feels very sacred. It feels like a soul connection. You guys probably share in spiritual beliefs, is what I'm seeing. So let's get some more messages here. Now, this is just the situation. We didn't see any advice so far. I'm just going to shuffle the cards and see what comes out. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, this is that fear of attachment. Whoever this is for you, currently there is no commitment or no expectation of what this is to become if it has already started. If this romance has started, you know, you're not committed yet. You're not having some sort of like label on you yet. It just feels like a free-flowing crush or romance or bliss is what it feels like. And there's some fear there. The moon, exactly. If I had to summarize the feeling that I'm getting from this reading into one card, it would be the moon, because the moon shows us those moments where our intuition, our feelings, our gut is guiding us in a certain direction, but that direction is unknown territory, unfamiliar territory. And I also just view this particular depiction of the moon as you falling for someone. She's deep in these waters here, and waters symbolically represent emotions, feelings, intuitive nudges, what feels spiritually correct for us. So it feels like this love is spiritually correct for you, but there is a tremendous amount of fear, doubt, worry, and uncertainty that you're going to have to process in this journey. Wow. And look, we even see two wolves howling at the moon, one white, one black. This represents having to, go through your shadow attributes, your fear, your ego, in order to experience the love deeply available to you in this present moment. Wow. Okay, let's move on. We have the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, there's an element here of like, you're not currently together. And if we look at the Four of Cups, the universe is handing you this cup, this option, this opportunity to connect deeply with this person. And you know that it is something that's profound and beautiful and spiritual in nature. This is the Ace of Cups right here. And if we see here, she's trying to ignore it. Okay, she even has her hand up on her face so she can't see it. And she has 3 cups over here that appear to, have a little bit, but they're not quite full. And to me, this really represents a situation where you're trying to be content. You're trying to be happy with what you currently have. And if you're single, that may be your friends, your community, your career, whatever you have going on. If you're in a relationship already, this could be your partner, but your partner may feel more like a friend than a romance, And I'm seeing here that you're trying to be completely fulfilled with what you currently have. And you're trying to ignore this 4th cup that's trying to present itself. That is something more, okay? And that's where you're at right now. That's an intense place to be, guys. Wow. Very intense place to be. And again, I haven't given you any advice yet. This is really, truly just reading into your situation right now. I'm going to try getting advice for you, but we'll see what comes out. We have the Four of Swords, healing your heart, trying not to make any decisions. Yeah, this is the thing, guys. You have been hurt before, and it feels to me like you're in a place right now emotionally where you're just wanting peace. And again, a lot of you are fearing opening up to this connection because it's like, that complicating factor, whatever it may be, may cause you a lot of stress, anxiety, worry, or so you think right now. And it's like, I'm in a place of healing. I'm in a place where I just really want to be at peace. And you know, what I have currently in life is good. It's peaceful. Is it the most exciting, the most passionate, the most breathtaking? Does it sweep me away? No, but I'm peaceful. I can focus. And so I feel like that is the root of this fear here. Not wanting to stir up some drama in your heart once again. Okay, wow. We have the Wheel in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and the Knight of Cups in reverse coming out together. You guys were not expecting this. It feels like you weren't even looking for love. You weren't looking for something like this. It kind of just hit you out of nowhere, very unexpectedly. This person charmed you very unexpectedly. And I don't know the exact circumstances of how this person charmed you. For some of you, you may have spent some, you know, a considerable amount of time with them, or worked with them on a certain project, or, you know, just been talking a lot more generally, like whatever. Like, you weren't expecting anything from this though. It hit you like on the backside of the head. You just weren't expecting feelings. Wow, that is crazy. Let's get some more cards and we'll see what else comes out, and then we're gonna get some advice. There's definitely the presence of someone here though. Very strong. Oh, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Guys, what I think is going to happen is this opportunity is going to present itself in a very practical type of way. So this person, whoever they may be for you, may offer you some form of commitment. They want to put down roots with you. Okay, that is on the table here. It really is. The question is, will you accept or deny? It'll be scary to accept this. I'm going to be completely honest. It will be scary to accept this because there's an element of this that will require you to let go of the comfort that you've grown accustomed to. You know, that's the thing. It's your comfort zone. You have your friends or your routine. It's okay. It's gotten you by. Like, you're surviving, you're focused, you're calm. This new thing has so much passion involved with it. It can be very scary because this can shake things up. This can sweep you off your feet, you know? So, wow. Do you guys want more tarot cards? I ask as if I can see your responses right now. All right, well, we have two more. The Lover's reverse. For a lot of you, this situation, whatever it may be, will possibly require some form of breakup or separation or move, some big life decision where you're walking away from your comfort zone that you're familiar with in order to move towards this. And that explains a lot of like this fear that you're having here. Wow. We have the Seven of Swords. Like, there's a question here of, if I pursue this, will it sabotage everything else that I've built for myself? Wow. We have the Hierophant in reverse. You're being asked to follow your own intuition. This is a situation where you won't be able to get advice from the people around you because it is such a like its own situation that you're gonna have to follow your own heart, gut, and soul. You know, this situation is really, really powerful because what you decide here really decides your fate, and you're being asked to choose that alone. You know, which path forward feels more aligned with you, feels more like you can be yourself and explore, you know, the aspects of yourself that you really love and want to explore more of here. You know, don't listen to other people's advice on this. Listen to your own intuitive nudges while still acting in the highest level of integrity is what I want to add to that. The Sun reversed. Okay. There is great potential for happiness here. Extreme amounts of love and healing and good, powerful energies. Wow, there is a happy outcome. I know you're apprehensive right now. Ask Spirit for clarity. Nine of Swords, guys. This is interesting. What does this mean? I'm getting that question. Like, what does this mean? What do these new feelings mean? What are they trying to show me? We have the Tower in reverse. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and it's coming out right underneath that Knight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. Like, this hit you upside the head. Like, you were not expecting to start developing a strong crush, a strong attraction, a love with someone. It really came out of nowhere. you know, and it's shaking up your foundation because it's like, okay, well, is there potential here? Now you're thinking like, is there a future with this person? That future will change my life, you know, it'll change everything. Do I want to pursue that future? So that's the situation. We got to get some advice from some higher spirits though. Okay, so I'm going to go to the angels for some advice for this. And the first question I want to ask is, should you pursue this new passionate love that's coming forward? Is it in your best interest to pursue this? Is it in your best interest to pursue this? Don't stop. Okay, what this is saying to me intuitively is keep following these feelings, unpacking them, pressing into them, whether that's through your actions and continuously exploring this, or even something as simple as journaling and really unpacking like what these feelings mean, and, you know, questioning to yourself, like, should I keep exploring this? So what do you think, Spirit? Should everyone who's watching explore this new passionate love that's coming through? Is it for their highest good to explore these feelings? Because there's a lot of fear here. Okay, within the next few months, there's going to be a lot that is going to happen with this unfolding. And of course, you have the romance card coming out. There's only one romance card and you have it. Meditation brings answers and get more information. Okay, guys, with all of these cards coming out, this is giving me an answer of, yeah, maybe you should explore this. If you're not going to explore it. At least unpack what this means for you and your relationship. But I would say for like 90% of you, this is a situation worth pursuing. These are feelings worth exploring more of, you know. You don't have to necessarily have any expectations for it right now, but I mean, the feelings feel very mutual. Actually, let me ask that. Are the feelings mutual between you and this newer person that's coming through? Are the feelings mutual? I feel like it is. I really do. The only scenario where I would say maybe don't pursue it, but like definitely unpack why you're having these feelings and what needs you have here, is if this person is taken. Okay, and if you're taken, you may also want to go that route as well, or you may realize that you don't like your current partner and then explore this like after separation, possibly. But either way, if you're currently already in a relationship, you definitely, or if they're in a relationship, you definitely need to unpack like, why are these feelings coming up? Like, journal about it, talk about it in therapy, do something about it, you know. Ask your angels, ask for help from others. Big happy changes, success. So I definitely feel like this person, their feelings are mutual for you for sure, but I didn't really need these cards. And you know what? Ask them, or just let them know your feelings. You know, I think that's the easiest way to get confirmation if you're looking for confirmation on that. But we did have the card Ask Your Angels come out, and I have another deck here called the Romance Angels Oracle. So we're going to ask the Romance Angels for advice in your love life right now. What do you need to hear? What should you be doing? What advice do you have, Romance Angels, for this group? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Wow. Yeah. So what this is telling me, like I said, there is an element to this new passionate love connection here that is not like it's making you hesitate. It is making you hesitate. That is what you need to explore more of, understand more of. Now, I'm not saying that it's not going to work out for you guys, but you know, that is something to take into consideration. And I feel guided to say to anyone here, like, cheating is never the answer. And I know the majority of you guys, like, this isn't even like talking about that. This just may be like a connection with someone who, like, I don't know, there may be some major incompatibility, honestly, especially with the Hierophant in reverse. Like, you may live at a distance, you know, there may be temporary living situations, you may have a big age gap, or different religions, something like that. And I feel like that is like the red flag that is being spoken about right now. You know, like, it's not saying you can't be with this person and it won't work out for you, but there is something really big that is an incompatibility here. And that's what needs to be worked through, talked about, and figured out. And if you can't find a solution for that, this is not going to work out. All right, what else? Romance Angels, what do you want? everyone who selected this video to watch, to know. Getting to know each other came out. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Beautiful. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Exactly. You know, even if this doesn't work out, there is always something to learn from this. And we have free yourself. Wow. It's time to take back control of your life. I don't know why. I feel in particular guided to read the Free Yourself card from the booklet that comes with this oracle deck. So there must be a very important message here. Like the unicorn in this image on this card, you may be feeling trapped. Perhaps you've relinquished control to someone else, or maybe you feel smothered in your career or relationship. As you tune into yourself, you'll sense the specific areas where this message applies to you. You can even ask yourself, in which ways do I feel limited or constrained? Trust the answers you receive. Okay, I want to pause and say, I wonder, for those of you who are in a relationship already and you're having a crushy crush on someone else, like I do wonder if you're actually happy in that current relationship and your feelings for this other person is a reflection of something that needs healing or freeing in your current relationship. Or, you know, maybe it's just a reflection that it may be time to give up your current relationship. I've had that happen to me once, actually. I was in a situation where I was with someone and there was a lot of red flags in that person that I was with. Ooh, wait, this is making a lot more sense for people now. Hold up. There was a lot of red flags in the person that I was dating. Like they were definitely like cheating, and we have 7 of Swords here as well next to the Lovers reverse. Not a good combination. And I ignored those red flags until, because I was dummy thick loyal, I ignored them until I found myself having a crush on someone else. And I was so loyal and monogamous at the time. And I was like, what does this mean? Oh, this is awful. Like, blah, blah, blah. And I realized, you know, if I'm having feelings for someone else, I'm not going to cheat. All right, I'm not going to try flirting. I'm just going to dump this person and explore these romantic feelings. And I did. And it was the best decision I've ever made, because you know what? Me and that guy that I had a crush on are still together to this day. We've been together for like 6+ years and it is awesome. So you never know. I know that's like not like the best message to get in a tarot reading, or the most, some of you may even view that as like immoral, like no, you should stay and fight, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes it's better to give up on a relationship that's not working. Okay, it's better to give up on a relationship where you feel smothered. Some of you feel constantly accused of cheating or of leaving this person, or they may have some low-key jealousy issues. All right, and it's just too much for you, and you want a love that feels spiritually connected and freeing and beautiful, and you sense that that is an option within this crushy crush, within this new person. So free yourself from this relationship that you're in, if that's the case. You know, this is just your confirmation of that. Okay. Wow. All right. As you oh wait, where did I leave off? Trust the answers you receive. This card comes to you from the romance angels because they've heard your call for great love. To experience passion, though, you must first allow yourself to feel deep emotions. In doing so, you may come up against areas of your life where you harbor discontent. Oh my God, it's all coming together. Simply by acknowledging these areas, you bring light to the situation and allow room for the angels to help you. Guys, that's what I'm saying. There's somewhere in your life where you are not comfortable. You are not happy with what's going on. And 4 of Cups reversed, this card that came out, I feel like you're trying to convince yourself that it's okay, that you are happy. You know, you're trying to force yourself to be grateful for what you got. But there really is something here that you're not pleased with, you're not happy with, and you feel bad because, you know what, for some of you, whatever it is that you feel displeased with, it may not even be toxic. It could be a nice person. It could be a good, you know, option for you. Everything makes sense on paper, but there's just something about it spiritually, energetically, that does not feel passionately aligned with you. And this new person comes in and they do feel passionately aligned with you. And it's like, well, why would I give up on everything I created here to explore this? You know, it's just a crazy, this is a difficult situation to be in. So my heart goes out to all of you. Wow. Simply by acknowledging these areas, you bring room for angels to help you. As you commit to taking back control of your life, your feelings will naturally thaw and reawaken. This leads to a greater capacity to love yourself, your partner, and your experiences. So for those of you in the boat where you're being asked not, or your intuition is saying not to explore this crush that you have, by acknowledging why you have this crush and what's lacking in your current relationship that's causing you to have such a passionate crush on someone else, that simple awareness will help you heal the relationship you're in. For others of you, you're being asked to free yourself from said relationships, especially if there are red flags in them. And yeah, pursue this new person. So there's different outcomes for the various people watching here today, and you're being asked to follow your intuition to discern which outcome is best for you. Now, I know some of you are not happy with that message, but I'm going to give you homework to do here. After this reading, I want you to journal, at least 3 whole pages on this situation and really unpack your feelings for the new person, why you think they're coming up. If you're in a relationship, what is missing from that relationship that's causing these feelings for this new person? Is this something that you want to pursue? Why do you feel like you need to sacrifice the life that you've built for yourself in order to pursue this new romance? There's so much to unpack here, and I feel like exploring your feelings deeper with yourself, having a conversation with yourself on paper, will give you a lot of the answers you need. All right. We saw earlier, meditation brings answers. After you do that, what you can also do is meditate in whatever way you like. There's so many ways to meditate, whether it's walking mindlessly, like a sit down, closed eyes meditation, guided meditation, any which way. Even cleaning your house can be very meditative and give you the answers that you need. You're being asked to do that as well. There's also lovely Reiki healing channels here on YouTube. I love mainstream Reiki. I'm never going to not recommend her because, oh my gosh, it's so powerful. And maybe you want to do some Reiki to get some love energy flowing into your life, some answers, some clarity, connect with your guides in that way. Your spirit guides are calling out to you and saying, we want to connect with you. So it's time for you guys to put yourself into a trance state, whether that's through meditation or journaling or what have you, any of the options we just listed here, and create some room for answers to come flowing in here. Because there's been a lot shaken up in your love life and so much passion to explore. And I feel like the outcome, no matter which route these feelings take you in, will lead to a happy relationship with beautiful, sensual energies. And we had the embrace card here, like really embracing your partner, whether you're currently single in a relationship having a crush on someone else or what have you, like whether the outcome is you with this person or with your current person. Happiness, beautiful passion will be restored one way or another. Wow, what a reading. Thank you guys for joining me. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below. I love the tea. Tell me who this is. Like, what's the 411? What's the gossip? Okay, I want to know. And subscribe to the channel if you've not already. If you're new here, I post pick a card readings regularly. And I think I'm going to start doing more of these single readings. I kind of like them. It's very nice. And of course, some spiritual chit chats, whatever I want to talk about whenever. So subscribe for all that. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, which I would highly recommend in a situation like this, honestly, like I offer multiple love readings on my website, spiritpsychic.org, and also other readings. But they're mainly guided by you. Like you, every reading that I offer, you leave me your questions, backstory, situation, and I'll do a reading for it. So very fun. All right. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.